Woof woof! Hello everybody, Woof here with a new review. Today we will be discussing a handful of new releases by Cecily Renns, the Shinwoo series. Cecily Renns is a South Korean indie punk artist who you may know as one half of the popular duo Midi Honey. Of course, Cecily's solo work has also stood on its own. Her first official release, Dysfunctional Bunny Girl, still standing the test of time as one of her most iconic solo works. The DIY punk vibes and occasional chiptune fusions all over this are very charming and make for a good introduction to her sound. She would employ similar sensibilities to her 2022 cover project, Attitude Made of Influence 2, as well as her Dysfunctional Bunny Girl B-Sides project. Say goodbye already! Her 2023 album, Pop Squared, plays in a similar territory, but with a notably synthier palette, it veering more into synth-pop and hyper-pop. Her last LP up to now, Everyone Live, stands as one of her most emotional projects to date, its reverb mixes giving the album a more immersive indie pop and punk sound. Her newest collection of projects, the three-part Shinwoo series, could be considered her biggest and most ambitious release to date. She has said on her Bandcamp, though, that Shinwoo 1 should be considered as the main project, while Shinwoo 2 and Shinwoo 3 are more so extras, made for fun. I will still be reviewing all three in this video, beginning with the album Shinwoo 1. Will you call my name? Shinwoo 1 is a 10-track album giving us a good helping of Cecily's signature bedroom rock sound. The self-loathing, self-hate song kicks the album off with a bright rock instrumental, Cecily claiming she does not deserve the good things in her life. This quickly leads into Foxdog, whose chiptune solos pair greatly with the driving electric guitars. My favorite part has to be the writing on this one, especially with its energetic chorus. What a banger. The instrumental on Say Shinpunk has a similarly friendly energy to it. This is one of a few songs sung in Korean. I love the more self-assuring lyrics that fight against the notion that aging means you are running out of time to be successful. Dawn brings back the chiptune influence as well as another banger chorus with some massive walls of guitars. Though I feel it is rougher around the edges in some parts, that does not take away from Cecily's fun energy. She really does have a knack for writing. The next song, Faith, is a 7.5 minute epic with a grandiose presentation. The intro shows off with a massive drum and guitar parts, paired with cute synth melodies. Cecily's vocal melodies and lyrics are great, going into how she learns to cherish life and value herself with a reassurance of her loved ones. The heavier guitars and spoken word on the bridge adds an incredible edge to the song, and the long outro only continues to get more grand, ending on a dreamy note with a reverb piano solo. Wow! Cecily continues with a hit on Call My Name, a song I have been humming to myself ever since it was released as a single. The tune is just so irresistible, it is definitely one of my favorite Cecily songs. She does a lot to sell this one, from the energetic singing, to the fun synth bass, to the bright guitars that color the track, from start to end, especially with the ending solo. The lyrics contrast greatly with the sweetness of the instrumental, Cecily wanting the reassurance that a loved one will be there for her in her darker moments. She gets infinitely more sweet on the next track, Me and Me, an adorable ode to her partner Beatrix. This one features more of her sunny pop rock sound, ending with a very rewarding refrain. I Don't Wanna Die is a more mellow moment on the record, and though I feel it repeats some lyrical and instrumental ideas we have already heard, I do like the introspective outro, where Cecily talks to and is reassured by her old self. The last song on the album is Self-Love Song, which obviously references the intro's title. The energy on this song confuses me a bit with the sudden jumps between the serene synth bits and the scream rock bits, but I do really like the outro and the happier sentiment. For the record, I also do like the bonus track, Analog Sentimentalism. It is a relaxed little rock track with delightful chiptune and spoken word elements. Overall, I love Shinwoo 1. Cecily really brought some heat with her killer melodies and instrumentals. Shinwoo 2 is a 7-track EP that continues the stylistic direction of Shinwoo 1, but with a more acoustic guitar sound. The opener, I Wanna Sleep, is a simple, mostly acoustic-led ballad about wanting to avoid the stresses of the world. It is a short one that leads straight into the equally short assimilation, which builds on the previous instrumental with a bit more of a full band sound. I do think it is written well, and Cecily's energy is great, even if some of the guitar playing is a bit disjointed at points. Tell me I'm wrong. The Regret song is a highlight whose lively acoustics and writing hits about as hard as the most fun bangers from Shinwoo 1. I adore the little synth outro as well. The very autobiographical, the new sound details Cecily's experience songwriting and releasing music. I appreciate the rawness of these lyrics. Dream Is Over is another acoustic-heavy track, but this one really stands out for its banger hook. Though Cecily lamenting the idea that she has peaked artistically seems to be a recurring theme on this project, her yelled vocal delivery really sells the emotion here. It is a fun listen. SS Bullshit Dreams to Nowhere is another song that feels quite short and laments the songwriting process, the production making it sound more like an acoustic demo. The Closer, Hell on Earth is easily the longest track on Shinwoo 2, and it really stands out as another highlight. The chill electric guitar strumming is a great vehicle to spotlight Cecily's lyrics about living your best life by maturing and showing empathy. I think her vocal delivery really sells this one. The emotion and gradual build adds a lot of character and definitely makes it my favorite Shinwoo 2 track. Overall, even if Shinwoo 2 has more tracks that come off a bit short, I think it holds up really well as a continuation of Shinwoo 1 with how great the highlights are. Shinwoo 3 is an 8-track EP that goes in a completely different direction than everything we have heard before. Instead of the punk rock sound we have been used to so far with the Shinwoo series, Shinwoo 3 takes a left turn into synth-pop, a sound Cecily has also dabbled with in the past. Homecoming serves as a good example of this very different sonic direction, Cecily giving us a chill, twinkly synth-pop sound with light drums and synth brass. I like that while Cecily tells us here that she is returning home after being away for so long, she is returning as a changed, more mature person. My biggest highlight on this EP is definitely the next track, Runaway, with its reverb synth leads, pulsing bass, and lovely bits of guitar. Cecily is hitting us again with a banger chorus, contrasting the fun production with very dark lyrics about her poor emotional state. The beat and sound is very pleasant. I adore how she composed this one. After this, we get an extended dance mix of the Pop Squared track, The Tide, as well as the new wave slow burner, People All Change, both of which I can appreciate for their 80s vibes, even if I am not personally clicking with their execution. I much prefer the fun and breezy synth-pop production of The Future, even if I wish the track were at least twice as long. My thoughts on the last 3 tracks, Coming Back, Film Fest, and The Why, are all very similar. I enjoy the lyrics and Cecily's melodies, but I do wish she was more adventurous with the synth-pop instrumentals like she was on Runaway. That sums up my thoughts on this EP. While I know Shinwoo 3 was a mini project made for fun to accompany Shinwoo 1, I would still love to see more detailed synth-pop production from her in the future, especially if she were to expand on the production ideas that went into the first 2 tracks. Overall, I had a lot of fun reviewing this trio of projects. While Cecily's style may feel a bit DIY to fresh ears, and she may repeat lyrical themes between a good amount of these songs, her bold personality and banger choruses shine bright, especially when her instrumentals match her energy. I will be looking forward to seeing Cecily continue with whatever musical endeavor she pursues next, as the character she brings to many a song cannot be denied. Woof woof!
Foxdog, I said I love